Hey everybody, welcome back to my Project 13. Thanks for coming on by and checking out this video. Appreciate your time and your amazing support. First of all, I want to start off with saying thank you very much. A lot of you have sent me the get better quickly type of comment in different videos that I put up recently, case reviews, because you know that I've just gone through knee surgery, and I appreciate that type of feedback. Really, I really do. Means a lot. I am healing. It's very slow. Anything with me is always slow, especially when it comes to healing. But that's okay. I'm off till September 9th, supposed to go back to work September 10th. Had a meniscus tear, partial ACL tear, and some other stuff that the doctor had to do, take care of in my knee. And yeah, so there's no biking, no hiking, nothing heavy until I get back to work. So household chores, I get to start driving this next week. And but yeah, I'm very limited in what I can do this summer. Trying to stay out of my wife's way. She works for the educational services out where we live. The Gresham Troutdale area, and so she's off for the summer, so I'm trying not to get in her way and let her enjoy a summer. But yeah, again, I'm limited to what I can do. I'm trying to be as helpful as I can, trying to do my best to respect my time, my wife's time off, and at the same time just appreciate her help in getting me through the first week and of the surgery. And, you know, now that I'm able to do more for myself, walking around the house and just doing what I can to help. So I'm just going to follow doctor's orders and go through the process and come out here as much as I can to create content. The Z Fold 6 pre-order was a little bit of a challenge on the day of the Samsung announcement. After the Samsung event, video started going up on everything Samsung shared as far as what they were releasing, the Z Fold 6, the Z Flip 6, the watch, whatever it was. A lot of you got in your pre-orders, and some of you ran into some issues. Some of you didn't. I did run into an issue. You know, I went in to get the educational, what do you call that? What I'm going to do is go into the website right now so I don't get this information wrong. But it was giving me the wrong price point at checkout, which is not what I have experienced before. It seems like every year there's something with the Samsung website because everybody's trying to get their orders in. But if you look at the pre-order page for the Z Fold 6, up top, you get the Samsung offer programs, and I choose educational. My wife's savings is better than employee offers, so I went with education offers. Chose unlocked. Obviously, you're getting the 512 gigs for the same price you would for the 256. So that's what you choose. Then there's the color, and then there's the trade-in part of it, the coverage part of it. And then at the bottom, it gives you the amount that you're going to pay. So you click on the pre-order blue button, sends you to the next page, which is the add-ons. I skip that, get to the final page, and the price that is shown there is different than what I originally saw on the first page. It reads $899.99. What happened to the $854.99? So I tried that a few times. And it kept coming out the same way. So I called Samsung and talked to a representative. Huge shout out to this representative. He was very helpful, trying to do his best to work everything out. And it just stayed $899.99. So we agreed together to just get the order in, and he'd send me an email, keep the screenshots that I'd taken, and after pre-orders are said and done, to go back and call, talk to a representative, get that information sent to them, basically verifying what was going on, and then they can refund me the difference from the 854. What was that? The 854.99 to the 899.99. Okay, it's not a whole heck of a lot, but it's money I work for, and yeah, it was frustrating, but it is what it is. I sort of had a feeling it wasn't going to be that easy to begin with, and I knew I wasn't the only one, and they're willing to work with me. Again, the representative was really cool and helpful, and I got through pretty quick, considering the fact that there were probably a lot of folks calling in with different issues. So I will have that device here on the 24th. That was my experience. With that being said, let me get to the part where I'm not too thrilled about the price hike. It seems like we're paying a lot more for what we've been getting here the last couple years or so, and that's basically minimal upgrades. You know, even though the trade-ins are pretty darn good over at the Samsung website, and it's probably the best place to go for whatever it is you want to purchase over there right now with the new products that Samsung has had announced. Best Buy, just no, I wouldn't do it. Your carrier, unless they're giving you something really, really out of this world. There's always that commitment to pay over a couple years. You're still going to most likely trade in a device. You have to agree to, paying monthly installments. I would still say that Samsung, if there's a great deal going on out there that I don't know about, please leave that down below in the comment section. But Samsung, in my opinion, is probably the best place right now. They have great trade-in for different smartphones and the amount of money that can be taken off your purchase. What I would say to the average consumer is with the minimal upgrades and paying more, and you're still going to have to give something up, right? If you're trading in, you have to give up something. Here's the thing. If I'm the average consumer, and you all know that, obviously I have this channel, right? So I'm going to bring smartphones in regardless. Even if sometimes I just don't want to, I'm always intrigued, and there's always this, I'm not going to do it, but then I end up doing it. And I love being able to be here for all of you as much as I can when it comes to bringing in smartphones and reviewing them. But if I was the average consumer, I would try to get myself trained to just bring in a newer device, upgrade every 2 years. So bringing in a newer smartphone and skipping the next 2 years until that third year. With these minimalistic upgrades, they're not substantial. You're not going to miss out on a whole lot. You're most likely going to get all the software upgrades that are going to keep you up to date regardless. And then by the time you get to that third year, you skip 2 years of minimal upgrades. And then on that third year, whatever that minimal upgrade to that newer smartphone, you have the other 2 years too as well. So it's like this bigger upgrade. It's more substantial. It just feels it should feel that much better. And you got the most out of what you had for those 2 years until that third year comes around. It just seemed like back in the day, we were getting so much more, whether it was the event itself, the upgrades were more substantial, and it begs to ask the question, and this has been asked before, have we peaked? Have we peaked in the smartphone world? What is the next best thing? Well, I know what I'd like to see with these foldables, and that is, well, what we've all been talking about, mid-range foldables. You want to get the average consumer buying these foldables, you got to give them something more affordable, because these expensive foldables are going up and up in price, and we're getting less. The marketing tactics, they just don't work anymore. Samsung has done their best. Google has even done this to don't even want to talk about Apple. I mean, that's been the same for quite some time. But as far as Android, I mean, they're trying their darndest, but even the average consumer can see right through it now. They're not exciting. These events are not exciting. They're boring. The areas that these companies are upgrading their newest smartphones to are very minimal. I mean, the Z Fold 6 is going to have the same battery as the Z Fold 5. It's a little bit of a different design. I was expecting a bigger change in design, but it's not going to happen. Same cameras. It's not, as far as hardware, it's not that big of an upgrade. Software, you got AI. There's this tool that you can utilize through software, and that's the AI sketch, whatever they call that, where AI generates a drawing that you will use your S Pen on the inner display and create some sort of drawing. Then AI will generate that into multiple different type of images. And it is cool, but I couldn't see myself using that. But after 1 or 2 days, again, it's just a minimal upgrade, and Samsung is trying to feed us this marketing tactic. Like, hey man, you're going to pay this much more, but you're going to get this much more. And you're really not getting this much more. You're getting like this, right? Yeah, it's crazy. Now, being a YouTuber, content creator, yeah, I'm going to bring it in, obviously, right? I already talked about that ordering process, so it's coming my way. But for a lot of you, I would wait, unless you really want to. Skip a couple generations. Get to the third one. 3 minimal upgrades turn into a bigger upgrade. Unless something really comes our way that is just, wow. There's just no wow going on. Samsung leaves the door open for Google to end up being the foldable of the year, possibly. As far as what I've seen, as far as the Google Pixel Fold 9 or 9 Fold, I'm digging that design change. Google's willing to take more of a risk when it comes to design change than Samsung. Yeah, I can't wait till that event. I'm hoping that event will be worth watching, listening to, and what we get from Google. And there's supposed to be 4 devices that they're going to be putting out: the Google Pixel 9, 9 Pro, 9 Pro XL, and the Google Pixel Fold 9 or 9 Fold. I don't know. That's not a really good name, but they could end up being the event of the year. But we're going to have to see what the upgrades outside of the form factor, what we're actually going to get. OnePlus, in my opinion, isn't too concerned. They put out the most amazing foldable this last year, and yeah, this is hard to beat. And I don't think that OnePlus is worried about missing out this year. They're not supposed to give us the second gen to the OnePlus Open until next year, 2025. And I'm hoping they come out with a bang. Kick everybody to the curb. Because I honestly can't put this device down. It's my favorite smartphone. I still enjoy the Google Pixel Fold, but I enjoy my OnePlus that much more. The one thing that I noticed about the Google Pixel Fold when it comes to the polished aluminum rails, shiny metal aluminum, is that you get these little tiny hairline scratches, and the plastic, the inner plastic frame surrounding the inner display also gets those little hairline scratches, very tiny, very minimal. I hope that Google switches that up to non-polished, more of that flat aluminum rail look that we have on the OnePlus Open, because you don't get any of those hairline scratches. It's just a better material. It just, to me, it looks better. Of course, that's just my opinion. But yeah, I don't want to take anything away from the Google Pixel Fold, and I'm sure that the second generation is going to be really, really good. Again, I really like the form factor. Having that pure stock Android experience is sweet. You got Google AI that will give us a lot of different tools to utilize, but will it outdo the Z Fold 6? Can it take foldable of the year in 2024? Because right now, my OnePlus Open is still the foldable of the year. It was last year, and it still is this year. And so Samsung Z Fold 6, when I get it in and start using it, I hope that there's something about it where I can tell all you guys, wow, I was wrong. This is amazing. I don't see how that's going to happen, but you never know. Google Pixel Fold 2nd Gen, I hope that there's something there. I think it's going to be, as far as the design, it's going to be a little bit slimmer, a little bit taller. And with that new camera design and everything, yeah, that I can see myself really loving that type of smartphone in hand and utilizing it and using that outer display as much as I would use the inner display. Here's the thing. By the end of August, somewhere in September, I will know which is the better of the two between the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 6 and the Google Pixel 9 Pro Fold 9 Pro. But in the back of my head, all I'm going to be thinking about is 2025 and the second generation of the OnePlus Open. So yeah, through the reviewing process, I will know. So I think that's it, man. Let me know what your thoughts are on this conversation down below in the comment section. If you're new to the channel, thanks for stopping on by. I really appreciate it. Consider subscribing, hitting that notification button. If not, thanks for coming on by. I really do appreciate that. Appreciate the love. And I'm sure there's a lot that I missed in this conversation. I don't write this stuff down. It just comes out of here. Yeah, I think that's it. Appreciate your time. Enjoy the rest of your summer. Let me know the temps where you live. For us, it's been in the hundreds, the 90s. It's been pretty darn hot here. I don't mind if it cools down a little bit. All right, with that, God bless you all. Peace. I'm out.